heading. What's going on? Almost there.
Correct.
Sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with a climbing path either.
Don't look down. Don't look down. This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but...
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades... Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less...
But... do you...
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How, by the same principle, it should be possible to replicate, but that would take years.
I thought you might actually be here this time.
Why? My presence is... You were the one born to do this, not me.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the master override, everything depends on...
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Soga. You are clear to proceed.
Mind your footing.
That's my way across. It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well...
Don't answer. glad that's over. This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal. Record. I just woke up. Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Elizabeth. What is this?
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for. Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. at letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, all right?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
You think she was better because she was smart, because she designed Zero Dawn, but you missed the point. What made her great was that she was willing to sacrifice herself for others, for everyone who would come later.
No. She couldn't let her creation fail. You're confusing will for sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on. There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way. When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the Alphas were in there.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture!
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Captain atmosphere.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope. The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it. Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity. Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity. Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Maybe further up the shaft. These will keep. Now I know what they're guarding. I'll find a use for you.
Shitstorm Tour, Day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. Apaka Shitstorm Tour, Day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. My second apocalypse in a year. Looks like there's a lot of construction going on now. Why would that be?
Saving these for the trail. You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. and everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened.
It's a bit frivolous, isn't it?
Watch out for the Osram merchants. Those... Move along. Carja have been here working since the Spire... Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. The Eclipse will attack soon, from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the City Guard fortify the Western Ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Have you spoken to Blaine?
Not yet.
He wishes to speak to you.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the City Guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by the Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is...
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at evening sign. So, if there's more you need to do else. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available.
Not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Find goods for a fair price.
Here. See for yourself.
Won't find better wares.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
Deliver the prince from out of the hands of those rebels. Thank you.
Have you just polished that armor, Buzet?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
What?
Nothing.
Petra! Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. And I don't say that to every Nora girl.
That happens to you a lot.
Had to...
Good.
Marat asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. They were the pride of the mainspring.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. The target should put up a little less of a...
This'll do.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your...
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. I brought supplies instead. I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms. Aloy? When you went into the mountain?
She didn't need to.
Maybe we can. This place really couldn't be more different to the sacred land, could it?
pass O'Toole was talking about, with Banuk territory just above.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Rost used to tell me stories about the Banuk and their shamans, and how they thread blue cables through their skin. Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future, or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy. This scrapes. No space. This one's a new predator. Can see the heat coming off it. welcome, I guess. Blink, my eyes will freeze shut.
Ha! You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too.
Sometimes.
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and demons up on Thunder's drum. So they marched their Warwick. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her.
What is it about the Banuk you can't...
Well, everything's a...
Seems like they don't have much of a choice.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack. Don't believe me, I've tried to convince them.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin, like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression...
Conclave.
No idea how they all fit into one. Aurea's been to that shindig, so if you want to know more, you'll have to find her.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this day...
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, the machines in the cut are getting more... Oh, it could be because they all got indigestion. But Aurea's not around to explain.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. But when he and Aurea came to town with... Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trick. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. Prove your best at something, and you might. Somewhere it's come and go. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just...
I'm not sure if I'm less confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. All well and good, except the...
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel. We were barely scraping by until this place. A great prophet is coming. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy. We could get through. We could really put this place on the map.
We?
Me and her mother wanted me to show her a trick. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk...
Women?
No. Look for her at Long Notch.
Have you ever heard... Conclave?
All the most. No idea. Aurea's... So if you want to...
I want to know more about this day.
It's crazy talk.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the...
Then, you need to find... She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rasps. I've heard on it. But I do...
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow.
Well, now I'm definitely interested.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak could tell me more about Aurea or Thunder.
Living machines or what's
Might be worth a shot.
Watch yourself. You don't want to end up frozen in the water. was Dervahl. He tried to kill the Sun King. Unbelievable.
Oh, that's nice. Glad I stopped for a bit.
Get out of the streets. The enemy is here. Gather bows and spears. Don't let them take the city without a fight. Get to cover. Let the soldiers do their jobs. The main gate will hold, won't it?
Rebellion came. What on earth were the Vanguard doing?
Pass up these goods.
Buying goods for a fair price and all over the city, and I can't find what I'm looking for.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself. Find goods for a fair price. Would you like to buy something today?
Farming's not just about growing food, but growing character.
A chance to do my work in peace. I'll take it.
Rises taller than the highest tree.
War Chief Sona, War Chief, you...
The Nora do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us. Wrongness here, Jags.
I'm sorry to...
Do not be sorry.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed, either. It means a lot.
I gave my word.
So...
I've seen...
For all...
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land. A tainted land. Defending a faithless city that... And you! I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but... I know...
Boy, things are pretty tough. Thanks for telling me. Is that why you came?
No. And we must...
I think the goddess and I...
So am I.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. What are we up against?
And if they get past...
That's... It sounds like our kind of... At the front of the line! And why? Steal before... And what are we gonna... Hit him like a half damn right! You hear that? And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron.
Only if...
Not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Committee's into Meridian. We're doomed.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
The longer we stay here...
They'd never make it across the Great Bridge.
Owen's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished? How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you rust after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not with smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out. Deploy the Vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
You have vexed me hard enough.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Why do you fight?
Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will go!
Meridian must run red to be cleansed. What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down!
I am chosen. You came from nothing.
I am chosen. This was not meant to be.
You're done. Hades is next.
The buried shadow will save me. I cannot.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Meridian! Hold the line!
Where do you need me?
Take up a cannon! On the platform!
to catch a breath and prepare.
Raise arms again! West!
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Dad?
By all, Mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go.
Go! We'll draw them. Now you face their true son, Shadow Demon. Take the fight to the spire end. Meridian will hold, or my marks of honor mean nothing.
And snow.
Rest now, I sense. Keep that for later. Begun. Hades is transmitting. Hades has stored the signal. It must have gotten through the defenses. Nora. Baron's vanguard. I have to get up there. Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that.
We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me.
Not alone.
My fight.
We were about to go over the top anyway.
Right.
The metal.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of entity has been accounted for.
Shit! They keep coming. Knock them back!
Don't let them overrun us!
Children have fallen.
Execute.
That metal monstrosity's going for you.
Okay, here it comes. Still got time.
fresh allies.
Take them out first!
Intensify aggression.
Be ready, Aloy! They're chasing you!
Time enough to do the mission.